Fed interest rates tonight. Let's pull a chart up and see what we can find. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers and I am the Scruffy Trader. And it's late on tonight and I'm going to pull up a screen and see if we can pull some pips out of the Fed announcement. So if that sounds good, please click the little subscribe button. Genuinely helps and we'll crack on. So let me get onto my screen. Now what we're looking at here is cable. Now cable's been a bit odd today. As you can see, had a nice little sell down and a bounce. And this is showing a little bit of sign of weakness. Now when the Fed announced the decision around 7 o'clock tonight, not a lot happened. Now there is kind of a speech at 7:30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the chart up now and keep an eye on what's going on and see if we can just pull 10-15 pips maybe out the market. All right. So the first thing I need to do is look at some parameters. Now the market, as you can see, this is on an hour chart. There's a definite level there which is being respected here, and then if you look at on here again, you can see the market's brushing against that. So we've got a nice little range here. So what does that tell us? Well, it tells us where the price is contained, and it's between two solid levels. Okay, it's gone up, it's gone so far, it's kind of stalling a little bit. You can see that here. Is it going to push down? Is it going to push up? Well, we'll find out as we drill down. But at the moment, let's just put on a little fib so I can see what's been going on from there to there. And you can see it's sitting quite nicely between this area. Okay, so I'm going to draw myself in a little green zone. Just there. It's just so that when I'm down on the lower time frames, I know what that fib is. Okay, so it's nice and simple. So let's have a look, see what we can see further down the trough. Okay. So what is this telling us? What can we actually see here? Well, again, you can see that it's been buying up. It's hit the level, it's come away, and it's forming a sort of doji here. All right, but that could change. That's just as we're looking at it. Okay, and all that means is it's a bit of indecision. It can go either way. So we'll drill in a little bit further. And there we are. So it's looking strong-ish to the upside, but that's at first glance. And what I'm wanting to see is what happens with this candle. Now it's got a little bit to go, and I've got a feeling this will push back. Okay. So what we'll do, I'm going to put two orders in. I'm going to put one there for 10. And I'm going to put another order underneath it. Just for about 20 ticks. Now I may adjust these on how I feel like it. Now I've done quite well today. And what I'm going to show you is where these targets are and why they're in place. Up, talking of people in place, is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's keeping me awake. Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
She is the reason that I do this. Because believe it or not, with looks like this, you need to be very kind and generous, and she costs a fortune.
Is that right? You're kind of generous, are you?
Are you going to be generous?
No, I don't have a gold bikini.
It was worth a shot, guys. I almost got it. I almost got it. You've got a dream.
You can have your moment.
I can have a moment, can I?
Yeah.
I'll have one later. I have to concentrate a minute. She is my best friend. She really is. And I love to wind her up on a daily basis. Okay. So as I was saying, targets. So what you're seeing me do is the first sort of 10 minutes have gone and you can see the spike there. All right. That spike launched itself but couldn't break that level that I showed you earlier on. So we now caught between here and here. Two logical levels based on a higher time frame. Simple stuff. Okay. This is a midpoint of a larger move. So again, it gives me a framework to work towards, because my belief is this is going down. Okay. And I want to see something that I can get to. And that is this. All right. So if I can get it into there, I'm very happy. All right. And that is 10 pips. Okay. If the trade isn't really pulling me in 10 pips, it's not really worth the risk. So you've got to be a bit careful. And that's why I like a 10 pip. Put my teeth back in. Why I like a start of a 10 pip trade. Okay. Because it means I'm getting something worth my time. So that's coming down, but it also brushes kind of the tops of here, which is a logical stop point. So the idea is that'll go down, hit that, and if it bounces up and away, well, it bounces up and away. Now when it comes down to 20 pips, I just want to see if there's a runner. But again, it's a logical stall point here. You can see it's gone down, bounced, come back to the same area, bounce, 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 come, bounce, 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 cross, bounce, 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 bounce. So again, it's kind of a logical target, and that's why I've done it. And I'm watching it on this screen, and I'm also watching it on the other screen with all my other markups on that I can see fully. And they just make sense. And the idea, what I'm trying to do is just to get in, get the money, and get out. Simple as that. All right. I'm not a big news trader, but there's certain events I'll kind of watch and keep an eye on. And this is one of them. The other one's obviously non-farm payroll. I find non-farm payroll, how do I put this? I was going to say hard work, but I actually enjoy it. So it's not hard work. What it is it kind of throws the norm out the window, and you've got to treat it with a little bit of caution, because it can throw a market one way or the other. Not so much as it used to a couple of years ago, but it still spikes the market. So it's worth watching. And if you can understand the spikes, then you have a chance to make some money. And you've seen me trade numerous non-farm payrolls, and I always do it roughly the same way. So here we go. It's dropping down just a little bit like what I suspected, and it's hardly gone against me. And that's one of the benefits of making the price come to you, you know, because if you just immediately enter the market, you haven't got time to breathe. You're in, and if you've got it wrong, you have to sit on it. At least if you let the market sort of come to you, it gives you a little bit of breathing room. And if it leaves you behind and it didn't trigger, well, you got it wrong in the first place. So it doesn't really matter, does it? So here we go. It hasn't taken it too long. Just still needs to have a little bit of a push to get onto the first target. And what I'm going to do is, as soon as that one pulls out, I'm going to drop it into break even for the second one. And if it gets stopped out, well, it gets stopped out. So let us see. Oh, isn't that annoying? So close. Just look at that. Right on it. And that one kind of concerns me from time to time, because it's that annoying factor that it gets right to within a hair's whisper of where you want to be and then turns around and disappears and never comes back. It really is a bugger. But we're almost there. Come on. 3 ticks. That's all you need. Just 3. And are we going to get there? Are we going to get there? Are we going to... Oh, come on. Yep, there we go. There's the first one. Happy days. Happy days. How good is that? Right. So the nighttime movement is catching against us. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to draw a line on. Bear with me. If I see it breach that, I'll have a chance to pull the plug. But let's just see if it's going to push quickly and finish off my day. Early doors this morning, I caught the DAX. It was a follow over, and it did incredibly well straight out the gate. It was one of those rare occasions where I trade early morning, and it was because all the signs were there for a very strong push, and it came. And then I've sat most of the day not really doing a great deal because I didn't have to. Everything was done pretty much before breakfast, shall we say. So I've had a jolly old day today. But I did say that I would look at this and see if we can get some pips out of it. So that's what you're seeing straight in front of you. And happy days, happy days. I mean, it's currently, what time is it? It is 20:07 at night. Okay, so we shall see if this pushes down a little tad further. Come on, because I did want it to be done relatively quick. I mean, okay, we got our 10 pips, but anyway, let's have a look. So what I'll do is I'll just let it play out, and I'll come back to you at the end rather than just rabbit on. Okay. get in. And that was that, guys. Executed. It's now 10 to 8, so not bad for a little under an hour's work, maybe. I didn't want to be greedy with it because it's late at night and I don't know how far the market will go. So all I've done is I've just caged it in, based it on an hour and based on my higher time frame levels as well. Yeah, you can say that you hang on to it in one thing and another, but it's a day trade and I don't want it to run overnight. And also I don't want to damage a good day, which is this. So I think that's not bad for a day's wage. Okay, and to add an extra £150 at the end of the night is superb. So there we go. Fed done till the next one, and happy days. But the idea of showing you the trade is really, if you just logically think about what you're doing and then stick to it, you'll find you do much better keeping it simple. So I hope that kind of made sense, what I was trying to show you tonight. By all means, leave some comments below. I'm easy found if you want to contact me. Just check the description, you'll find my contact details there. And as always, guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all on the next one.